Hi there. Welcome to the Retail Academy Business Manager Program. The program purpose and duration is as follows. The purpose is to fast-track employees in key critical occupations through the basic skills, competencies and knowledge required to effectively operate a sustainable and a profitable business unit. The program is very intense as it aims to equip managers with at least 80% of the knowledge, skills and behavior required to perform those duties within 12 days. Refer to the program outline on the last few slides. The program is staggered as follows. It starts off with a retail school for 6 days, followed by talent planning and acquisition for 2 days, moving into performance improvement for 2 days, and then ending the program with managing discipline for 2 days. The alternative approach would be 11 consecutive days, depending on the business operational needs. Our approach here, in the past, in an ideal scenario, it would take a business manager anything between 3 to 6 months to become competent in their occupation. I'm now referring to both the technical on-the-job training as well as the behavioral programs. The training and coaching input would also be dependent on the manager or even the coach's commitment towards training and development, as well as his or her level of competence. This training approach resulted in various levels of understanding, application and competence, including higher level of staff turnover with lower levels of performance. In adopting the Retail Academy Business Manager Program approach, we would be assured that business managers are given standard learning inputs, accurate information, standard execution and interpretation, applications of policies, as well as opportunities to develop their business acumen in a uniformed way. This in turn leads to higher levels of staff retention and increased performance. Accommodation. The ideal is for all delegates to be accommodated close to the training venue due to assignment issues issued to learners every evening for completion for the next day. Some of these assignments are individual, however, others are team-based. The hidden advantage of sharing space with colleagues for a number of days, for example, dealing with conflict, managing team dynamics, etc., has proven to be invaluable. Intensity and duration of the program also leads to tremendous fatigue. The program often would run after 1800 hours to ensure quality and value add and commence before 7:15 in the morning, dependent on the size of the group. Commuting in Johannesburg and Pretoria traffic has also a tendency to exhaust the learners even more, making homework sessions as well as concentration and participation in the class far more difficult. It is suggested that learners from far would be required to arrive the night before to avoid being late and exhausted. In terms of homework, as mentioned, homework is issued at the close of each day. We have mostly catered for personal development in these homework sessions. Individuals are required to reflect upon personal issues that could enhance their management and leadership styles. Teams are also given case studies or exercises pertaining to that day's topic to discuss and to complete. All homework is presented the next morning before commencing with the next topic. We have found giving feedback to the plenary builds the skill and the confidence to talk in front of people, which will be a requirement when addressing staff in meetings or even in the training sessions. I'm Andrew Douglas. I will be your facilitator. My company's name is Andrew Douglas Retail Academy. I'm a business consultant and training provider to the JD Group. I'm also the author and the designer of various retail and self-development programs. I've worked in retail for somewhat 30 years. My background is 15 years in operations and 15 years in human resources. I'm also a certified life coach, a law of attraction practitioner, as well as a neuro-linguistic program master practitioner with the American Union of NLP and the Global Science Foundation. In addition to this, I help people engineer their wealth by connecting them to business systems and tools that allow them to generate monthly recurring income over and above what they are doing right now. Those are a few of my certificates that you can see as they're coming up on the screen. I don't really show you this to impress you, but really to impress upon you that learning never stops. Here are a couple of the delegates that have been through my sessions already. Facilitators. I facilitate most of the training and act as the father to the group, looking after their well-being, assisting with assignments, coaching when necessary, etc. However, executives are involved in the facilitation of some of these sessions pertaining to their fields of expertise. This approach worked exceptionally well as delegates feel comfortable with their anchor facilitator, but get the benefit of obtaining accurate, big picture, quality information from subject matter experts. Assessments and individual development plans. As the anchor facilitator, I will at the end of each session evaluate each learner and identify areas that would need more attention back in the workplace. This information will be captured into what we call an IDP, an individual development plan, resulting in a consolidated version by the end of the program. Time has also been allocated on the last day for the anchor facilitator to give the individuals feedback. The IDPs will be forwarded to the applicable HR executives or area managers to be built on in the future. Business units results should be tracked by the area manager for 6 months after the program or up to the first performance review, whichever comes first. By doing this, the return on our investment can be measured. In terms of assignments, learners are given a case study at the start of the program, which requires them to consolidate their learnings into one assignment that covers all aspects of the program. The aim of issuing the assignment up front is so that work can be done in chunks at various topics as various topics are actually covered. The assignment is very practical. It's based on an underperforming business unit. In section 1, we look at the store infrastructure. We touch on opposition. We look at the service delivery. In section 2, we deal with staffing and staffing complement and competence. In section 3, analysis of the income statement to identify the key business drivers which are out of line. We then look at a root cause analysis. Root cause analysis needs to be completed to identify the real issues, and a workable plan needs to be developed on how to improve the business considering all of the aspects. This plan is then submitted to the anchor facilitator for final assessment. Who should actually attend this program? Well, new and existing business managers can attend it, training managers can attend it, relief managers can attend, assistant managers can attend, general clerks who have a program of this nature aligned to their career developmental path. Let's take a look at the program outline and the curriculum. The course content was carefully designed to support the business manager's job specification, ensuring that all functional and behavioral competencies are covered. In the introduction, we go through the background, the logistics, the conditions and the contract, the purpose of the academy, an overview of the program. We look at the homework component, assessments, the personal development plan, the work-based assignment, and the Retail Academy anthem. In the orientation, we touch on the following. During this section, learners will be enabled to understand what makes a successful team, the strive for greatness, quick fix versus the law of the harvest. We take a look at the maturity continuum, forming positive habits, self-image, how the learner's mindset affects their attitudes, their actions, their results, and their circumstances or lifestyle, and how to go about maintaining a positive mindset, associate with like-minded individuals, and we also have a look at the law of cause and effect. We kick off then with an introduction to retail, which is your module 1. During this program, learners will be enabled to understand what is retail, the importance of a distribution chain, the 4 main functions of a retailer, the difference between retail and other business, the manager's role in the retail environment. We also take a look at the global and the local retail climate, how retail actually offers value. We go into the business process value chain. We deal with integrating the retail concept. We touch on company vision, mission, values, and the business strategies. We look at the business unit location. We touch on the leadership landscape and environmental factors, abbreviated as PESTEL. We look at competitor analysis, evaluating logistics and service delivery, and then into the 5 steps to retail success. Routines and rhythms is module 2. During this program, learners will be enabled to define routines and rhythms, build healthy working relationships between the manager and the staff, working with the 8 routines and rhythms for business success, and understanding the importance of interactive management through coaching and mentoring of the staff. Operational excellence is module 3. During this program, learners will be enabled to understand corporate governance, operational excellence, apply operational excellence in your day-to-day routines and rhythms, complying to good corporate governance principles, understanding the effect that staff complement and competence has on performance, and who is accountable. We go over then into the income statement, which is module 4. During this program, learners will be enabled to define the key elements of financial reporting. We take a look at budgets, profit, definitions and terms used on the income statement, sources of the income statement, the structure of the income statement, and then we go into in-depth analysis of the income statement. Module 5 is business performance improvement. During this program, learners will be enabled to understand the manager's role in BPI, understand how our business operates from a business process value chain point of view, know how BPI is measured, identify the key performance areas, do root cause analysis, and develop action plans to rectify and improve the current performance. In sales management, module 6, during this program, learners will be enabled to develop a clear vision and a goal which will inspire them to maintain a positive attitude even in the face of adversity, driving our business processes such as new customer acquisition, prospecting, selling skills, marketing, and merchandising, enabling them to deliver exceptional results on a continuous and consistent basis. Talent planning and acquisition is module 7. During this program, the learners will be introduced to the skills and knowledge required to carry out talent acquisition responsibilities in accordance to the needs of the JD Group. Performance improvement is your module 8. During this program, learners will be introduced to performance improvement, understanding the aim of PI, understanding how and when to actually coach using the GROW model, apply the performance improvement process, and align conversations to develop a developmental plan for the employee. Lastly is managing discipline. That's module 9. During this program, learners will be enabled to promote and maintain efficient operating through ensuring stable interpersonal relationships amongst all the personnel, corrective action for all behavior that harms these relations, fair and consistent application of discipline, maintenance of standards of performance and conduct required to achieve the company's business objectives. And that concludes the program. Like I said, I'm Andrew Douglas. My contact details 072 0198 271. My email, andrewbcdouglas@gmail.com or andrewbcdouglas@outlook.com. Look forward to meeting you.